Okay, so last time we had to say goodbye to one of my favorite heroes so far. I keep calling them heroes or champions, like in other games, they're gods. But basically, yeah, that's what you'd say in other games. Like, I'm a god gamer. Instead, now you get to say it in a literal sense because you obviously are actually playing gods. But this was one of my favorite ones so far. Obviously, we're in the overtime segment, which just means obviously we went through the free rotation, which apparently never changes. So it's like I'm getting my bad karma for how much I abuse it in other games. Either they never change, or there's something you have to do to actually change them, or you have to wait till like a new expansion comes out. But usually I expect like, you know, Smite, not Smite, obviously this is Smite, like Paladins or League of Legends or something, they change like every week or every couple weeks, right? Something like that, especially for someone like me who only does these sessions once a week. I could really take advantage of that, but I guess I just have to deal with it. Like, we're already almost over because we only have, now we're going to play one of the coolest looking heroes, but yeah, I forget how you even say her name. Bellona, she even said it herself. But definitely in terms of her appearance, like something out of a Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy type thing where it evokes certain just aesthetic things is very satisfying. Right, I love the switching of the weapon. So even though I'm getting a little tired of all these melee characters that we've had so far, she was very fun. How every time you use ability, it switches to that weapon permanently until you either don't attack or get hit for like 7 seconds. So there were a lot of good things with that. We at least won 2 games. We lost 1. I didn't play really all that well, except maybe in one of them. But this one I was getting like 2v1 right in the top, so I was just sort of surviving it, and so that was fine. But this one, whatever. Like you always got to take the blame, even if you play like this and you still lose, right? But whatever. She was fun. I liked her, and now we get out of that stupid 5v5 mode that I don't even typically like. Right, KD ratio 1.6. I mean, not very good, but whatever. Yeah, can we get one that's not melee? But this one will probably still be the same thing. Melee, magical, but that's a contradiction. Magic is supposed to be like shooting spells from a distance. Like, how many ranged heroes have we actually had? But no, the overtime just means, yeah, we're out of the rotation, and so now if these ones run out, it's actually over. Right, unless I can afford a couple, but how many could I really get with that? Like, look how many there are. If it had actually been changing, there's probably just something I have to like buy in game to make it change, right? Whether it be with in-game currency, which would be worth it. Like, maybe I should look through the shop. It would be allowed for that reason. Or maybe it's some kind of stupid quest you have to do. I really don't know how it works. Level up bonus, change your rotation, pick your own god. Like, why does it not automatically give you these? Claim your rewards as you level up in Smite to try new gods and unlock new content. Booster for 3 days. Pick your own god. Keep your own god. In fact, this might be a good time to pray to him. The line from Street Fighter. Oh, that kind of spoils what the max rank and stuff is, though, too. So should I be allowed to do these? This is like some mobile game clicker type shit to try to get you addicted. If it's my level 1 reward, why not? First of all, that doesn't make sense because what did I start at, level 0? I think you actually do, but most games you'll start at level 1, obviously. The point is that why should I have to go in here to click this? And then it makes it feel like I'm cheating. Why wouldn't it just give it to me automatically then? This is at least good then. That's good for a certain number of gems that I can use. Pick your own god, treasure chest. Now I have to go somewhere else and open it again to try to, you know, get me addicted to this sort of false sense of whatever. Just, it's some sort of ingrained tendency. 3 days boost. I don't know what that is. I don't even want it. But whatever. Reward center. Where's all my shit? Like, where's the thing that I... Chest unlock. I don't care about this. Where is my fucking thing that I just got? Free voice pack, level up bonus. Where did that thing go? Pick your own god. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what the hell is going on. 4 chests. I'm so confused. Cutesy avatar battle cosmetic. Oh, here we go. I don't like the whole business model loot box kind of shit that every game does. Not that this game is, you know, the one that you would blame for that, but Cupid, we just played alongside them, that was a very fun mechanic. He would drop the hearts and then I would pick them up, right? Like just in a, I don't know how, it's a good way to heal because you're not directly having to commit the heal. You're just kind of putting it there and anybody can pick it up on your team. So that's kind of fun. Something to do with Cupid, something to do with Greece, something to do with the Kraken avatar, which looks a little silly. Maybe I should change my shit around a little bit, but global emote, board skins, lucky cat. I haven't looked at any of this so far in the whole playthrough. Flame size, and I think we're at episode 10, that means, which... Infernal, fountain skin. You can choose any god that you want. So I don't want it to like reset and have... Wait, what? You can get a booster? What would it matter? Like... See, I almost wouldn't want to do it because... I don't know if it expires. I feel like I should just save it for the end of the playthrough. So if I save up enough of these and enough base currency... That was pretty good, actually. It basically doubled my currency. But the whole point is that you're able to... Okay, that one shows... But then how do I even do it? Free voice pack. I hate how they make this stuff like so... So where would I have to go to even get it, is my question. Go to the store, look for voice pack. Featured, god skins, other... announcer pack. Or I do like some of the voices that they do have, like some of the lines people say and everything. Everybody's going to be focused on SMITE too at this stage anyway, so I'm surprised this game maybe isn't more dead or anything. Right, I have no interest in transferring over anything. Even if I did play that at some point, I would, whatever. I would probably just start a new account or something to do it. Account, change gamer name, promotional code booster. This probably boosts the amount of experience you get or something, which I don't even like mechanics like that. So it's something to do with the voice pack bundle. Let's see if we can solve this mystery of like, this is such a fucking mess how all the, like, it's just sensory overload at times. Like card games do that a lot. You log in and here's this bonus thing, bonus quest, bonus level up thing, and then you have to go to another menu to get it. Then you have to, you know, like a normal game would just be like, okay, you get to level whatever and you get the reward from leveling up, right? Why do you have to go to another screen? It might seem sort of lazy and entitled, like, oh, they're giving you free stuff, but there is like a psychological nefarious element to it. Deal 30,000 damage, 40 kills, 40 assists, 2 wins. Yeah, these are really hard to do because I just only play 2 games per thing. So I was wondering, like, why aren't I completing any of these? But play as Dazbornu, against Dazbornu, or with him 3 times to unlock the avatar. Play as Sukomi, Cthulhu, Yaga, Baby Yaga, Avatar. Okay, there's going to be a million of these. House of Maya. Play 3 games as a Maya god. The thing is that, okay, let's see how we can actually use this one thing. Free voice pack. Okay, so it's not in this menu. So let's go back out of here, or we guess we can't. Let me try to actually figure this out. Divine Legacy, none of this stuff would make sense. It would be in the store. So I don't know if voice pack means for like a character or if it means for like an actual announcer, probably is what it means. God/skins. Let's see. Chests. So many of these weird mechanics, but maybe a lot of these weren't even in the game in the first place. You can give stuff to other people. Maybe announcer pack. So maybe this is something I can get for free, but like, who would I even care to get it with? Definitely not one of the ones that I've already played. Since this does actually have a limit, get this item bundled with other goodies. Go to announcer pack, Japanese. That could be kind of fun. Or no, wait. What does all this shit mean, bro? Whatever, maybe I'll figure it out later, but then I'll probably forget about it. But yeah, I haven't messed with the daily quest or anything up to this point. It's just like such a mess sometimes the way they show all this shit. Let me see once more. Roll a chest. Like, where would you even see that if there's a fucking jump stamp? That is so weird. Let's just see what shit they even have here. Mana, vintage. What is this? Fucking Magic the Gathering crossover. Why is that even a thing that you have in this game? Although they have all kind of weird stuff like, you know, Transformers crossover or something. Immortal Honor, little thirst trap thing that they got going there. So bundle, account, announcer pack, avatar, and cape. Roll a chest for a chance to get this item. Let's just see hypothetically if we had done that. Unlock chest. Announcer pack. Okay, whatever. So let's see who is going to be next on the list, and we get to do the 5v5 open arena mode. Of course, this is one of the coolest looking characters that we've seen multiple times, from the extent that we get to... Or, oh, you can probably go here and do it, which I don't know if I'd want to get it for this dude. Let's wait till, like, the end of the... Like, for the last one that we do, or just to show my confidence. Voice packs purchase unlocked for all to do with this god. So is it going to charge me $250, or is it going to free voice pack coupon? The only reason why I feel compelled to do it is because of the simple fact that I don't want to... it's going to expire. Otherwise, I would just wait and save it for some special occasion. Voice packs unlock all... Purchase unlock voices for all skins for this god. Which maybe doesn't matter, because maybe I only had... Oh, this is the way that you find out that you're middle lane. Buy the voice pack and it'll tell you, because otherwise it never tells you that directly. It'll say it, you know, in some other role sense that you can infer. But do not, Warden of the Underworld, do not pass the Black Expanse for... A lot of this stuff is in Castlevania games. That's how you could learn it as a kid, like Symphony of the Night. This dude was in Symphony of the Night, or even like Scylla and Charybdis or bosses there. They use a lot of mythology and stuff like that. Do not pass the Black Expanse of the river Styx if blood still flows in your veins. For there, upon the opposing shore, stands guard a beast of impossible animosity. Three-fanged wolf, or it won't matter as far as the lane now, because we're playing the 5v5 mode, right? We do that as well. Whenever we lose, we can't play as that god anymore, but we also move to the next game mode and keep rotating. So we played as the 5v5 with 3 lanes. Now we'll play the 5v5 on Bellona. Now we'll move on this one. The 5v5 arena. Then if we lose with him, then we'll play as the actual 3v3 arena with one... It's not an arena, with one turret lane. So... I'm playing an average of only 2 games per episode, too. So it's not a very, you know, exhausted thing. It's just like a quick... I almost compare it to like an arcade game sort of format. So I would do that like in NBA 2K will be my next one for this Permadeath multiplayer gauntlet, like where I'll go through a team, every team on the quick match, including historic teams, and play, you know, maybe a couple of games per episode and play until I lose. Only problem with that is I'll have to do it on fucking console, but whatever. Do not pass the Black Expanse. Okay, if... For there, upon the opposing shore, stands guard a beast of impossible animosity. 3-fanged wolf heads. I thought they're supposed to be more like dog heads, though. Will be your welcome. Hackles raised. Eyes like embers. Burning green. Okay, I cannot fucking read this shit, dude. 3-fanged wolf heads will be your welcome. Hackles raised. Eyes like embers. Burning green with ghostly flame. A sinister tail whip. It's like more so blue flame than green, though. And I don't know what the snake tail is. I don't feel like I remember that from other depictions. Whips, a sinuous tail, whips of the mind all its own, barred with the head of a serpent, forked tongue tasting the air. Should your body still be warm with life's glow when you dare set foot upon the shore, Cerberus, hound of hell, will feast upon your flesh, consuming both body and soul. No mercy resides in this creature. He is a monster brought to this world by the mother of monsters, Echidna, for no other... Knuckles the Echidna. Why? What is this shit, dude? That's really the mother of monsters? That's the best name you could come up with? For no other fucking... wait a second. Okay, this is a Greek magical guardian. So maybe guardians have an overlap with playing center, middle. But if he didn't say it in the voice line there, I wouldn't know for sure. Or it doesn't matter for this purpose, but just to think like Bellona was melee, so you were playing top, which maybe that's normal, but then what if they play a ranged character there? Or not everybody, especially this low rank, is going to follow that exactly, right? Like there were 2 people top, but you're supposed to play 1 top, and there's no inherent explanation sometimes for why that even is. You could always reverse top and bottom, and it almost shouldn't make a difference. It's just to do with certain map objectives or whatever, right? Or something to do with the jungler, but the jungler can reach either one, so... Should your body... Okay, we read that no mercy resides in this creature. He is a monster brought into the world by Echidna for no other purpose than to guard the gates of hell. There he remains, eternally chained to the shrouded passage. None of the living may enter, none of the dead may leave. Hades, master to Cerberus, has unbound his servant to the battlefield of the gods. With his poisonous breath, his acidic spittle, his gaze can turn any flesh to stone. What are you, Medusa now? Cerberus now hunts freely in the world of the living, eager to drag everyone back down to hell. So there's too much references to his deferential treatment, though. He has Hades as a master. He was created by Echidna. Like, you're making him seem less and less badass by every reference like that you make. Has unbound your servant to the battlefield of gods, poisonous breath, acidic spittle. So let's look at the abilities. Paralyzing spit, area stun damage. Cerberus' snake tail spits venom that passes through and damages enemies. If the dog heads are... Yes, he is calling it dogs here and wolves there. Already a contradiction. So snake tail spits venom that passes through and damages enemies. If the dog heads are alert, they also spit venom when the ability is fired. So I don't know what the alert thing means. Each head is alerted upon hitting an enemy with a basic attack, and all are alerted after ghastly breath. Oh wait, this is... Why did it start with that one? Spirit of Death, circle debuff, 40 radius. Anytime an enemy god within 40 units is healed, that healing is reduced by 40%. Anytime an enemy god within 40 units is healed, okay. That healing only. And he receives a... What the fuck? Oh, shit. I mean, I guess that's why he's a tank, but still. And he receives 80% of the heal. You just want to be close to them, whatever. So it doesn't matter if the healer is within 40 units. It just means the person being healed by them. So even if they try to stay away, right, as far as possible, it won't matter. You reduce all types of healing and steals from all types except for HP 5. The amount stolen is based on... So I guess that's like healing over time, like a druid in WoW Classic or some shit. The amount stolen is based off the heal's base effect and does not include any increase or reduction applied. Okay. But that's kind of stupid. So then later in the game, it'll mean less and less because there'll be a lot of things that increase it. Okay, so each head is alerted upon hitting an enemy basic attack, and all are alerted after ghastly breath. So, I mean, you could just... Each head, so you just have to hit something once and then just do it, or what? You have to hit something 3 times? It doesn't make that super clear. Each head is alerted upon hitting an enemy with a basic attack. Like, I don't get it. Does that mean the angle of the hit has to be in the hitbox of one of the heads for it to alert? Or does it mean they do it all 3 at the same time? Or does it mean they all do it on a separate hit? And then, like, it'll never run out, so you just hit them, like, 3 times and then just do it. Each projectile that hits the same target deals 20% less damage, but hitting an enemy will stun all 4, all 4 stuns them. Ghastly Breath, cone debuff damage. Each of Cerberus's 3 heads releases a cone of noxious breath in front of them, damaging all enemies in range 7 times over 2.4 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. And reducing their magical protection up to 3 times. Enemies in the center of his breath are also slowed up to 3 times. This attack immediately puts all 3 of his heads on alert for paralyzing spit. So that would mean that normally you have to hit like 3 attacks, but so whatever, you just do the breath before you do the spit. So you release Noxious Cone, damaging all enemies in range 7 times. And reducing their magical protection. Enemies in the center of this are also slowed. So with this, you want to hit them with all 4, and with this, you want to hit them with the center of it, basically. Center of his breath are slowed. This attack immediately puts all 3 of the heads on alert. The ghastly breath will make all your heads erect. Soul expulsion, circle leap. Damage, 55 range radius. Cerberus leaps the short distance forward, dealing damage on impact, and oftentimes I use these leap gap closer abilities actually to get away, right, as a pussy escape route rather than actually as an offensive way to try to finish them off, which is one of the things that triggers me in these kind of games. But it hasn't been my fault most of the time. It's just like I'll get somebody low or somebody will just be low and then nobody finishes them off, partly because I'm too scared to go in myself, but obviously, you know, it's just sometimes strange that they're not able to do that. It happens so much, I swear, in Overwatch and Paladins. there's somebody at 1 HP and they just let them get away, even though you clearly could have taken them out. Cerberus, which again sometimes includes myself too. Cerberus leaps a short distance forward, dealing damage upon impact, severing the souls of the enemies. These souls will not block Cerberus's attacks. These souls will not block Cerberus's attacks. And killing the souls heals Cerberus, and each god soul killed, the cooldown of what? Dealing damage on impact and severing the soul of the enemies. These souls will not block the attacks, and killing the souls heals him. And for each god soul killed, the cooldown of it is reduced by 2. Okay. And then the ultimate, Stygian Torment. Circle, crowd control damage. Cerberus' haunting wail summons below him the souls of the damned, which knock up all enemy gods into the air. It's not like I'm really going to understand just by reading them. I'll just kind of button mash through like we should be able to do at a low unranked level. But just to get a basic idea, like we're not allowed to really practice typically, or I always say I am. Like I could do a practice game or something, but these are like unranked games anyway, so it really shouldn't matter for that purpose. Of course, everybody's going to be a tryhard and know exactly what they're doing and have practiced the hero they're playing for a super long time. Right, even an unranked level 8 play. He wakes up the souls of the damned, which knock up enemy gods into the air while stretching the link between, as my old expression goes, the best way to learn how to do something is to actually do it, except when it applies to something like chess, where the best way to learn is actually to study it, like do it as in implying playing it. But if something like that is the case, where, oh, you know, you have to study it to be able to play it instead of just playing it, you could say that's a merit to its complexity, but it's also bad because that means that there's something either wrong with you as the player or with the game itself, that you can't simply learn it and improve at it by playing it. Right, like with most innate skills, like aiming or reaction time and things like that, those are just learned by actually doing things over and over, and more just like instinct rather than, oh, I've got to study something. While stretching the link between their bodies and souls, damaging them. This knockup can be cleansed. A short time later, Cerberus can use the link to pull the enemies to him. This attack immediately... Oh man, this is way too confusing. This attack, even though he's considered an easy character, this attack immediately puts up all 3 of his heads on alert. So you have 2 abilities that make the heads erect. You have 1 ability that has to do with that, and they even say for Paralyzing Spit. So that's the only purpose that the heads being erect serves. And then he leaps forward, separating the soul. Like, it's a lot, dude. A short time later, but it's all net positive stuff, right? Like, some of them that are complicated have, like, a downside. Like, this ability will damage you if you go through the wall with Cleodana, so you have to manage it, right? At least these are all, like, they're either the ability is good and it does damage, or it's better and it does damage and stuns them and other shit, too, right? So it's just a net positive that you, most of the time, you could just ignore and just do it, you know, face roll. Which you shouldn't do, but whatever. Damaging them, because that's what it turns into. These games have, you know, that's especially true in Overwatch, Paladins, whatever. Your cooldowns have such short abilities sometimes that it's like, rather than let me wait and try to do it in the optimal way, and I've done that at times in some games, where it's like, let me wait, and then I end up just not using the ability like the whole game, or very rarely, right? Why not just use it every time it's up? Even if it's not optimal, who cares, right? And then the higher level player will do both, where they'll use it every time it's up and use it optimally, but you're better off just spam everything just so you're getting something done, right? It's not like the cooldowns are so long that you have to, you know, certain characters may be like that, and that could be a whole nother playstyle or a whole nother type of MOBA. But like where every ability has like a minute long cooldown, so you have to use it very super sparingly and actually plan it out and try to use it optimally. But you can't be too much of an OCD perfectionist. You should just spam the abilities all the time. So clearly my commitment to getting that free voice pack for this guy is going to make me want to make me play better as him, right? Because there's a certain burden of consequence associated with playing him. Never mind the fact that he just looks badass. And also, it would be interesting to see that voice pack actually did nothing, because maybe it's like, oh, it unlocks all the voice packs for all the skins, but I only have the 1 base starting skin. So maybe you had those voice lines anyway. More voice lines than Magic the Gathering Arena, because obviously they just don't bother to put those in there. They put them for the planeswalkers, not for the actual fucking avatars. The Haunting Wail summons souls of damned, knock them up, stretches link between souls, damaging them. This knockup can be cleansed. A short time later, use the link to pull enemies. So you like put it in a spot that is away from the enemy, so that when it's over, you can pull them back in towards your group. Like, okay. let's recap just on the ones that we've done in the overtime session, right? So we had done all the rotation ones. Let's just recap. In fact, maybe this should just be a recap episode and not even play any games since I'm wasting so much time. But let me see. These ones typically go faster than the 5v5 anyway. So this one we did play and win a couple games in a row. In fact, quite a few it felt like, but those might have been against bots, so it didn't count. I don't know. This one, Cleodana, we lost one game, but I'm pretty sure I won one and then lost one. So maybe the first one was against like a bot type of thing as well. Those were the two that I obviously started at the beginning of the playthrough. This guy, I won one, lost one. Okay, fine. This guy lost the first one, I remember, even though I liked him a lot. It just wasn't a good match. So out of all the ones we played, yeah, like we've had melee, right? Melee character, melee character, melee character, range character. So we've had one range character, two range characters. He's also melee. He's also melee. He was also melee. She was also melee. So we've only played two ranged characters out of all of these. It's not like I really have a bias towards them, but then I'd rather play like a mage, like Anubis or Ra, or somebody use like a staff and just hit enemies with that, and not hit enemies with the staff in melee range, like whack them like a stick, the way that one of these is going to troll me. Like, oh, you said you wanted to use a character with a staff, but, you know, like casting actual magic spells. That's the only character I actually remember playing. Not saying I played a lot or played them a lot, I just happen to remember that. And of course, in RPGs in general, I tend to like playing mages overall. But, you know, I've liked some of these characters. It's just that it has been very one-sided towards melee, which I'm not sure. It's just by sheer chance, I guess. So Hachiman, we lost the first game. This, I think we won one and lost one. Or no, we started off this game like in exceptional fashion. We were like 3-0, and we got the first 3 kills, and we did a triple kill. And then we got like cocky and ended up losing somehow. The 0-1, 0-1. So this is when I went on a major losing streak. Like, we lost as him the second game. So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5 in a row. We lost like 5 games in a fucking row, right? And then and even 6. I think we lost 6 games in a row. And then we finally won like 2 as Bellona. Holy shit. And then now we'll play a Cerberus, then we lost 1. Even that, like, okay, let me get 2 with every character so we can at least drag it out 1 episode per character. Yeah, most of them have clearly been the fucking, the dude. Or, you know, wait, what's that? Oh, like a melee character, I mean. But no, what happens here is you get to not have to worry as much in the 5v5, because I did have to quit out a couple of those because I try to, you know, I'm trying to play only Cerberus right now, so if somebody else takes it, I'll quit out, which generally that hasn't happened here. But in the 5v5 with 3 lanes, you have to actually choose your role. And if you choose your role and you don't get what you want, then you get fucked up because, you know, you'd have to quit out to actually be able to play it. So here we shouldn't have to worry about that unless somebody just takes them by chance, which they very easily could because he's a very cool looking, probably popular one. A lot of people like playing that Bacchus clown guy just because he's, you know, they could have separated this too, like where the, you know, only the evil ones can play with the evil ones and the good ones can play with the good ones, right? Like Cerberus can only play with Hades, etc. That sort of things. But some of these cosmetics I don't even get. Like Danny Phantom skin was here once. Like, what does that have to do with the game? Who would become Danny Phantom? And one of the gods? Or it's just like some sort of bonus thing that you can't actually use in the course of a game? Yeah, we wasted the little free thing on a voice pack just because, whatever, we would have had to anyway. So that means we've got to make this guy last the whole month to validate that decision. But no, we almost doubled up our total just by looking through the stupid-ass rewards. That one will save, I guess, because I don't know which one I want to get, and I don't want it to be one that's exposed by the free rotation. But I always, you know, wanted to start... I always like to start a series like this, invited to match. Cerberus. I always pronounce these things wrong, and then they correct me themselves. Like, I said Bellona, but it was Bellona or something like that, or maybe vice versa. But no, you have a situation where you're basically able to, or apparently I do have this, but how? Crimson Keeper. Why do I even have that? I'll use that as a reward for my next game if I win or something. I'll rotate between the two. So apparently we start with a skin as well, or maybe that's just because I bought the voice lines. They gave me a free skin to go along with it. I don't know. Or do you always have like another one here and I just never bother doing it? Because obviously since I'm playing as a lot of these for the first time, I want to use the base skin anyway, but God skin default. He doesn't actually sound quite right to match how badass he looks. Right, that's not really what I imagine. It should be more like a roar type. He's too kind of calm and just chilling. Okay, let's try to make this guy last so we are effectively a tank purpose. But again, it's just a 5v5 shit show. There is like a semblance of 3 lanes here still, like where, you know, the middle is like that big portal and the other 2 sides do have turrets, but it's all sort of congested and so close to each other that it almost just doesn't matter. You know, we had that stupid cosmetic, but no, just by going through the daily quest type stuff and whatever rewards we had unlocked, we somehow, and some games will make you miss out on them. You didn't go to the menu and click on claim the reward, so now you'll miss out and you'll never get it, or it'll just auto give it to you at the end of the expansion, but or end of a season or something, like in Hearthstone with the reward track. It's just so weird that so many games do that. But of course, we've still been auto purchasing the whole way. Look at everybody try-harding at this low rank and just thinking carefully about what to get. You go somewhere like this and you try to... I like this mode, especially for a beginner type of player mentality, because it's just like sort of free-for-all fun, you know, to the point. Turning it into like a... I don't know how to explain it. Like, this sort of mode would be great in League of Legends, where you just go in and just fight. There's no lanes, there's nothing to worry about. There's a little amount of nuance, but it's more about just your base abilities. You could even take away the item shop, too, to make it really perfect, where it's just about the base mechanics and abilities, not about the itemization, metagaming the shop, not about the lanes and knowing all that kind of shit. And you also start, like, with all your abilities, too. So I already forgot what I'm trying to do here, basically. With respect to... oh, here we go. That's part of the reason why we lost is Bellona, because somebody disconnected and then they resigned. The team surrendered. We lost to a... Okay, so you do the number 1 first. Or you do it... Oh, shit, we better watch out, dude. They're all behind us. This is not good. They're all too much of a pussy to even deal with that. Oh, this guy's in a bad spot, though. Bro thinks he's doing something. We lost to the fact that somebody quit out, and we also lost to... Okay, chill out, chill out. We got what we needed to get, so just relax. When the tank like me is backing up, then you better watch out, but... You just gotta sometimes needle them a little bit. You don't always have to kill them. I have a bad habit, oh shit, of not, somebody should still get killed from that, but I have a bad habit of like sort of, I forget what I was even gonna say. I guess I don't have a bad habit. No, the point is, in the last game with Bellona, we lost to the fact that somebody disconnected and to the fact that they surrendered, both of which we could have overcome, right? We could have overcome the surrender if we just, the fuck is this? How are you gonna go like in our base like that? What the fuck is he doing? That almost proves it's not a bot, because even a bot wouldn't be that dumb in their place. So 3 is the one that you got to use to finish these people off far in the distance and stuff. You got to use the 4, let's say. Just go balls deep, balls deep. Now, if nobody dies in doing this, like I'm literally single-handedly fucking tanking and hitting the whole team, it doesn't make sense. Like if somebody got killed somewhere, but like I feel very ballsy with this guy because you do have a lot of healing and shit going on. Right? The more you try to heal yourself, you're just feeding my own bloodlust. Like there's some sort of Cthulhu Lovecraftian mentality to that, right? The more that you fight, the more you make me stronger. Your petty quarrels only make me stronger, like with Yogg Saron. You hit the 1, you go the 3, and you can maybe do the F to try to get out of here. F, G. Okay, fine. I may be overdoing it a little bit. Like, we're still good on the score, we're good everything, but what am I? Oh wait, I'm only 1-2. I thought I had gotten another kill. Yeah, I mean, it is my job to go in there, and like, I shouldn't be dying. Everybody should be healing me and making up for shit. This guy is very ballsy. Who do you think you are, Warwick from fucking League of Legends or some shit? I feel like I'm not doing my auto attack enough. I just kind of keep forgetting, and I'm trying to do it almost like it's an ability and time it or something. You just gotta hold that shit down all the time, but then again, it does slow your ass down a lot. And of course, this makes you a bigger target, being a tank and everything. You just kind of sit on him for an hour, but it's just never... Nobody ever is like focus firing the same person. This dude's way too aggressive, bro. He's just fucking feeding the whole time. Wait, we better just get out of there, get out of there. Now this is kind of a ballsy thing. I just sort of spam abilities, but I'm not gonna... The whole team is just not even fucking in the same vicinity, so don't even worry about it. See, it's still your fault, even if you die to something like that, because you feel like you're in a position to basically... you gotta know your team's limits and stuff. What the fuck is this guy doing? This goes pretty far, and so that's no excuse not to finish people off, right? You have no excuse because you have to just, like, this person right here is dead for sure. If we just, I just go in and get the final hit for like a fucking kill steal type moment. Look at that. Wait, I did what? Yeah, look at it indeed. What the fuck? How did that not do any damage? Or that's what you'll get as a tank, is just a lot of assists, even as a healer support type thing. Or you'll get like, okay, back off, back off. You don't gotta overdo it. I do that sometimes at close range just because I think it's gonna stun them or something, but it's okay. We're doing fine with this whole thing. That's good. This Fred Urx guy is doing pretty good, however you say their name. Okay, we're doing just fine. Everything's good. You gotta wait to use the 3 more once they actually start to get away, is the problem. But this dude, this makes it feel like you're almost playing against bots, because maybe this mode is just more conducive to bots. Like, what if you were to actually... Now I'm gonna go in and just get myself actually killed. I don't even have mana or anything, so let's just back the fuck off. I forget what the F even does. Or, I mean, since they're auto-purchasing, they're always different. One of them will open the map to try to teleport and shit. The score-wise, we're 365 to 302, which sometimes, even if you're doing good on the overall kill-death scoreboard, you might lose because of that, so it's not always the same thing. We've had some pretty epic borderline comeback moments where we're losing like 30 to 15 in the kill-death, but then we're almost about to win or be even in the other way. That was easy enough. Yeah, that guy just puts up no fucking resistance at all. I want to do that, but let them come in a little closer, bro. You don't have to overcommit. Fuck, we missed that one completely, but these people are being clowns too. What? Like there, somebody would get away and I'd be fucking stunned by it the whole time. Yeah, these don't really feel like very good players, but I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. Not like your team is always very good either. Like, why are you going back in there? Or maybe somebody pulled them. You've been targeted by a tower, which sometimes you don't even have to worry about, especially at this sort of late stage in the game. I don't believe in spawn camping, spawn trapping, but you can do it very easily on here too. They never learn their lesson, like if they are a player or adaptive AI even. This is like some sort of defensive cooldown type ability. Oh shit. See, I can still get away, and I didn't jump nearly far enough in doing that. There's so many times where you like know you're gonna die, but then you still persist. But the thing with this level of play is you're not good enough to really be able to win because of that, and so therefore you get to realize that, you know, just have the discipline. Sometimes less is more. It's like my chess philosophy. you may not know what you're doing, but at least you know you don't know what you're doing, and so therefore you get to at least minimize it, right? Counteract it. Don't try to do too much. Don't go for crazy kills, etc. Just sort of spam button mash stuff. It's perfectly fine with me. I keep trying to go after this person and they're a little bit too tanky. See, like, they were so low and nobody else was hitting them. Even I wasn't really hitting them. That happens like a million fucking times. It never ceases to trigger me. Yeah, this is just a good collective team effort, and I like that. Okay. This is a little ballsy way to play, but it's okay. Somehow the auto-attacking on this guy, I'm not getting the best feedback. Like, I can't tell half the time whether I'm even doing it. It's too subtle of a movement. It's not like using a sword or something. Or like the whole 3 heads being on alert thing is kind of a little tricky. But no, he's very cool looking. But see, I like Bellona's animations actually even more. She might not be as cool looking, but her attacks actually are. I'm trying to get that guy at all costs, but I don't know what the hell all this shit is. He pulls me back like that, but I'm not even like afraid. It doesn't even matter. Just chomp his bitch ass down. Yeah, I feel like it should be more of a jerking motion that you can, you know. The way his head moves is he's just kind of nodding. Nodzilla isn't real. He can't hurt you. Also, Nodzilla here. This dude is a fucking clown feeding fucking paid actor. Like, what is he doing every time? Like, he just doesn't learn his lesson. You can be bad, but you at least have to know that you're bad. That I'm only using on like one person too. I'm never getting the actual kills. The 34, they're down to 82. Everybody's basically dead, so you can just do whatever you want. I'll just do it anyway. Are you fucking serious, bro? Now, you deserve to die for that shit alone. But you probably won't, actually, now, come to think of it. Well, we're farming them so bad that there is going to be disparity in our level of power. I tried to be nice, dude. I offered you a recall, and you spat in my face. You deserve to get fucking team killed here, but let's just chill for a second. Basically over anyway, just on the scoreboard. Like, no matter what happens now, right, you're 44 to 297, which, of course, you could do without even killing them. You could just kill the creeps now till the end. But that was a very dominating game, actually, by everybody. I only got 3 kills. But again, that's the nature of being a tank. You get 29 assists. It is surprising. It felt like I should have gotten more than that. We will usher you all to the gates of hell. Just go in for a final fucking thing here. With no fucking fear. I'll take you to hell with me if I have to. Yeah, the Zoltan guy is fucking amazing, dude. He's getting like every fucking kill in the game. This dude's too fucking ballsy all the time. He'll throw me into the turret thing, but I still won't die, or I didn't necessarily have to die. Okay, fine, bro. You get one little send-off. Bro. You're gonna just lose to the auto-dying creeps. I was just trying to do something cool looking there. 3-3-31, 11-0-20. Look at this, dude. So everybody did well. That's just a good, beautiful game. See, this is how it should be. Not that it has to be that one-sided, but, you know, just a simple, easy streak of like 50 games like this I would take. It makes it seem almost like they are bots, though. Right? Anytime I win, it's a bot. Anytime I don't, you know, it's real players or something like that, which still wouldn't be an excuse. Now, that guy deserves a commendation. The Fred or Zoltan guy. Invite to party? No, because we typically want to avoid playing like with the same people too. So even if you could like go into the same thing, you know, even if you could go into the same match again with the same people against the same people, you wouldn't want to, because you don't want to feel you're getting an unfair advantage or something like that, getting carried by the same people over and over. So everybody did well. 12-0-21, 7-3-22 is still pretty good. I had like a way to calculate these sorts of things too. Like, let's calculate who actually did the best. So every kill is worth, you know, a point. Let's say every death minuses a point. Like, so if you have 10 kills and 5 deaths, you're at 5 score. And then you have or you can just measure it by the gold or something too, but and then this is worth like half a kill, so every half a point. So this guy's total score would be 6 minus 0 plus 11, or let's whatever, plus 10.5. Let's just make it 11. So we get 6 plus 11, right? So he is at obviously 17. So compare this one. Okay, so this is like 4 plus 11, right? 4 plus 11 is obviously 15. So 15 versus like 17. Or wait, what was it again? Wait, this is 12 plus... Wait, what am I saying? This is supposed to be half. So this is like 12 plus 11, let's say. 12 plus 11 is 23. This one is like 4 plus 11 is like 15. This is like 5. So 4 plus 12 equals 16. And then this is 10 plus 11 equals 21. And then this is like 0 plus 16 equals 16. So if you were to rate it on that basis, you know, you could like rank who did best. That's one way to do it. Obviously, the gold is maybe a better overall measure, but let's go again with him for our second and only obligatory game here. That's just like a ranking system that I would use in like other games, which may or may not be entirely conclusive as far as... I guess we can use the other skin, just sort of rotate back and forth. It looks pretty good, but I think his voice I don't entirely like. Doesn't really even feel that different, but maybe some of the lines themselves will be different. This does make him look like he's more out of hell. Right, the other one looks almost too much, I don't know, too elegantly blue and sort of... But then again, he's not really in hell. He's guarding the gates to hell. The snake thing I don't really always remember seeing reflected in other depictions in fiction, though. This is historically inaccurate. Cerberus never had a snake tail, or he probably does. I just maybe never thought of it. I definitely don't remember that from Symphony of the Night. It's just like this. They're all like random bosses in, you know, different areas of the game where you're fighting Cerberus at one point. You're fighting the Grim Reaper, like Death. You're fighting, you know, Scylla, Charybdis. You're fighting all kinds of other mythological creatures and stuff. Castlevania stole from history almost as bad as this game does. Exploiting and profiteering both off of historical things and also different cultures and different religions and belief systems, and you're sort of just trampling over them to sell skins and all this kind of stuff. Which again, I don't mind any of that, but you would think maybe people would be offended in a certain way. We need Jesus Christ in here. We need Allah in here and stuff, and see if people get offended by that. Like, oh no, you can only trample over old school religions that aren't widely practiced anymore. But what if some people still believe in them? And so it's like, you could see people getting all offended by that, and somehow them having to change the name. Instead of Sobek, it's like Sobek Is or something. Like, you just add a couple letters and change it a little bit, right? So it's not exactly offensive. Nike. That is the inspiration for Nike, which it might actually be. I don't even know. Yeah, I love some of those opening voice lines. Like, Bellona had some pretty good ones. I'm going to still keep reminiscing fondly over my time in those 3 games with her, because I did like her. If you're going to give me a melee character, at least let it be as cool as that. Just the way it looked even was so satisfying, which I always keep mocking League of Legends. Don't do that shit. I keep what are you doing? I keep mocking League of Legends because it's a case where, what the fuck? Are these actual bots that I'm playing with? What? Okay, dude. Okay. What the fuck is that? Whatever. Like, in League, you don't appreciate the animations as much because of the simple fact that it's at a distance and everything. I'm already discouraged because a few people just went in and fed for no reason. I love that. Like, what was that, bro? We better not try to do anything here. Like, what is... At least now it makes more sense. Like, you might be able to actually do something with it, but... Is it this hard to fucking get a kill, dude? Lost to Nike. What am I? A Foob? Whatever, some other shoe company that I can't even think of. At least kill them, dude. At least kill fucking Charybdis. Okay, 2-5 is not the end of the world. I shouldn't be dying, though, in the lobby of what seems like bots, because their behavior at the beginning was very nonsensical. I see somebody on low health, but nobody ever kills anyone in the game. So we have the ult up already. Yeah, in this mode, you just start with all your abilities, and then in the other mode, like, it's 1v like 5. Like, what are you even doing, man? What is this fucking math? These would have to be bots. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, sometimes the best strategy is just chill out. Like, you don't even have to do anything. Just relax. Even though I'm supposed to be the tank, it's like, just relax, bro. Just relax. Okay, see, he's like already dead. He's already dead. I didn't do much. But now chill out. Chill out. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, now we can get like this actual proper team kill. See, this dude should run the fuck away too. Okay, that was the kind of good turnaround that we needed, but why we started out so bad, I don't know. And you won't even really know. Okay, okay. Are you learning from your shit now? There's an opportune time for everything. So Sobek guards denial, and we guard the thing. We guard hell itself. My guarding duties are more badass than yours. Okay, we kill Cthulhu. Just back off a little bit, 7-10. Sobek is a fucking clown-faced shithead. Just in case you didn't realize, he's a fucking dumbass. My god. You can be bad, but at least realize that you're bad, bro. Yeah, and I'll get banned for toxicity. Like, why you gotta do that, bro? Especially at the beginning. Him and somebody else ran up to them slowly and just fucking whatever. We have the ult up coming in a second. I maybe shouldn't have used my abilities on there so readily. But it makes it seem like the enemies sometimes are bots too, but again, anytime I ever get a kill. Are you fucking serious, bro? No, nobody's gonna kill them either. Just forget it. Just forget it. Like, some games your team just wants to lose and just forget about it. Or it's like Sobek was almost offended by what I said. He's watching my stream because you wouldn't know that I'm talking so much trash in game. But don't just run in there and just get killed. I'm getting triggered by bots. The actual jump impact of that doesn't do all that much. See, now nobody ever. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you're gonna be like that, then just don't even try to get kills either. But Sobek is... Okay, okay. Like, we had somebody like that in the last game too, so that would prove that either at least some of these people are bots, but that doesn't mean the bots have to be that fucking bad. Gauntlet of Thieves, which, what are you gonna do? Wear that on your fucking claw or something? Like, one bot on each team will be sort of the weak link. But now I'm already kind of discouraged and I don't even want to do anything. Just do it nice and slowly, bro. This guy has to die. They have to die. Okay. Okay, Sobek. I mean, you could still get the kill too, but fucking this guy, bro. This guy. Can we vote to kick a bot for just sabotaging our whole fucking life, dude? The score-wise, it's not too bad, but I'm just kind of pissed off. Like, maybe we won the last game for that reason too. You cannot be this bad. Like, I refuse to believe. You could just sit there and do nothing and you'd be doing more for us than that. I don't even care about trying to go for the thing, but maybe you should sometimes. You go ahead, kill this clown here, kill him, kill him. Okay, okay. Okay, this guy's actually pretty good. The ULLR guys, 7805. We got a 1, 7, and 10, and a 0, 10, and 7, which is all to do with, oh, shit. I feel like I'm not really using my ult very well either, but it just doesn't matter. Like, none of what's happening is gonna fucking do anything here. Just use everything right away. It's just not gonna matter. It's not gonna do shit. So that's actually what dictates the outcome clearly here. You play with bots and they feed, even if you're sometimes playing against bots and stuff too. You just can't. Like, I won't even take the blame for that one. I mean, again, it still counts, but there's just nothing. It's just not even fair. Like, there's nothing happening that you can do. It's already, they're way too well fed and everything. Go ahead, deal with this stupid shit. Like, the kill death thing isn't even too bad, but the score is going to be too much to overcome. Right? You're just not going to be able to do it. Sobek is the hero. He's the champ. I would like to learn that it actually is a player, too. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. From the very beginning of the game, dude, Sobek just... Okay, okay. They're so low. They're so low, man. Fucking forget it. Just forget it, man. That always makes it seem a little more excusable. But again, that's part of the reason why, like, the last game was so easy. It must just be that, like, everybody's a bot besides me, but then it kind of... No, that doesn't make sense either, though. Get rid of this guy here, but the score is just too lopsided. Even if we were to, like, team kill them a couple times over, it's just not going to matter at this stage, right? Like, why are they just ignoring me there? Like, it doesn't even matter. So you got to figure out who the bots are. That's the whole meta of this. Figure out who the bots are and just sort of okay, just get out of there. I never used that properly. I need to eat to rest to recover. Is that like one head each thing? One of those? There's a 50-point deficit on the thing. Sobek, you keep going, dude. Keep swinging for the fences, dude. I love that, man. Even if that's AI, that's kind of unacceptable. They shouldn't behave like that. That's fucking disgusting. This is how you think bronze rank players should play? Like... Go ahead, kill this fucker who has way too much health here. Go back a little bit, it's okay. They're gonna be like way too fed and stuff too now, is the problem. You give them the little shield or whatever and we're trying to heal a bit. No reason for us to die. It's just like a feeding issue. If you just didn't feed so much, right, all these other clowns, if they just didn't do anything, if they just disconnected, if they just, you know, whatever, sat in base the whole time in AFK, this guy is doing his part, but he's gonna carry us alone, right? It's only a deficit of 7 now and like 20 creeps. Okay, good, good. The enemy's leaving the game. This dude is kind of soloing the whole fucking team, so it's okay. Go ahead, stay on him, but our abilities don't come up for a while. Good. Oh shit, we have a farming capability coming up now. This guy's gonna fucking solo the whole team. And maybe Sobek will blend in and actually do well now because, you know, if you're actually fighting as a team and everything, you might say, oh, you should have gone and helped him at the beginning of the game, but the fucking clown face idiot was not even doing anything. Oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't see how low I even was. Oh shit, I don't want to leave in this moment of comeback. Sobek finally learned some survival instinct. You should be doing the same thing as me. Or they'll always interrupt your recall like that. Or it's because one of the enemy team members left, but I don't know if that means the comeback is going to be total. I'm not even going to take the credit for it per se, but it's a case where kill them, go like this, just do it. This guy carried the shit out of us, but then again, we were getting fed kind of frenzy too. Get out of there. It's so tight because of the 35. No, we've won. We've won. Oh shit, this guy is a goat. This guy actually saved us. I was so fucking tilted this whole game. He played like an actual god, a literal god over here. Except now you can say that phrase with no compunction at all in this game. Sobek, the fucking piece of shit clown. Wait, where'd he go? Oh yeah, of course. Nike's gonna run, show off your shoes. That's good. So you have G, which I don't even know exactly what it does, but no, this bro was actually amazing. I don't know what that little jump thing was. You'll win on the objective. You're kind of winning in the field too. This is like one of those late game heroes, I guess, where you're able to yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be the guy who doesn't get the kill and I always complain that somebody's low. So somehow we'll give this guy a combination too. So somebody on the other team quit out too, but it's only, you know, they shouldn't have because they were winning. Right, they were winning on the score. They were getting beat down a little bit in the middle, but overall, that's a very surprising comeback victory where I almost did get tilted. So who was it, the guy? It must have been this guy, right? Combat Ready. Definitely lived up to his name. So you have a situation where we look at the scoreboard. Let's calculate it out again. I was 7-4-22, which is not really that good, right? It's just okay. Sobek was a clown-faced shit, though. Even though the assists make it seem better than what it is, the way you're just feeding in the early game is fucking bonkers. So let's look at the name. Future Brawler 217. Like, does that mean he's a bot? Like, if you have random numbers in your name, says the guy who technically has a number in their name, too. So let's calculate who did the best and worst. It basically looks like me and that dude were the only moderate ones. Even I wasn't that good. Right, but you have 1, 13, and 13, which comes out to a whopping score of -12, -12, or wait, yeah, -12 plus 7. So like -5 is Gilgamesh. Then this dude is the god at 22, so 20 plus 8. So he's 28. Then Sobek comes out to a score of -7 plus 11. So plus 4, right? Plus 4. So these two are in the negative. This dude is 0 plus 9, we'll say. So he's at plus 9, and then I am 3 plus 11, which is like 14. So obviously this dude was fucking amazing. And somehow he carried us, but there is some bot sort of interplay going on, because no matter how bad you are, that's the principle to learn is minimalism, just like in life too. You don't know what you're doing, but just go, like, you know, it's like when people say with drunk driving, not that you should ever do it, but it's one thing to drive like that or whatever, do something that you shouldn't be doing, but then at least do it in a minimalistic way. Why would you be trying to go faster and out of control? You might say, oh, well, that's what being drunk does, but you can be aware of it and be like, okay, I'm in a precarious spot, so I'm at least going to be more careful and go like super slow, right? Wouldn't that be your instinct instead of, no, I'm going to show off and go over the top? So that Sobek was like a drunk driver who doesn't know they're drunk, or it's already bad, but then you make it worse because like, oh, let me try to show off and do crazy stuff instead of saying maybe I should be a little extra careful and just stay back and back off and not be a total fucking clown. Okay, see you tomorrow.